Hello, everyone. Today we have on board with us Dr. Saira Siddique, the CEO and founder of medIQ Smart Healthcare. Dr. Saira, kindly steer the community through who you are and your journey into working for improved delivery of quality healthcare and your contributions in order to create an inclusive digital health ecosystem with medIQ.
Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here. If you can see from my name that my name is Dr. Saira, which means obviously I'm a medical graduate, but
Yeah,
a medical graduate who never practiced, because while I was having during my medical school, I realized that healthcare is not about individual health. It's about the health of the whole population. And if you focus on the health of the overall population, you can do much better rather than focusing on the health. So this took me to my master's in public health, London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. So
yeah,
I got my master's from there, came back to Pakistan, worked with different multilateral organizations, worked with the government, with the private sector. So really, hands-on, sleeve rolled up sort of experience with the healthcare sector before I, entered into an organization which was working on micro health insurance and microfinancing. There I
yeah,
realized that uh, despite having multiple efficient services, if you don't, even if you have a small amount of money with you, if you don't use it efficiently, this means that you're not getting the result which you desire to have from that amount of money. So people always complain about a small percentage of GDP, or which is being spent on healthcare in Pakistan. But even that small amount is not being spent in a wise way.
yeah.
This took me to back to the university again, and I left for my PhD in health economics from the University of Yorkshire. There, the numbers started attracting me. Instead of a doctor who studied biology and human body, I started connecting human body with the numbers and what
Yeah.
numbers can do to a human body and improve the health of the people. After my PhD, I went to Munich and started working with one of the leading insurance companies in Europe and started developing products for emerging markets. Worked there for 2 years before I was back in Pakistan, working as founding CEO of Sehat Sahulat program, which is
Yeah.
now the biggest micro health insurance program in Pakistan. So that's about it. My life has been my professional life had a lot of turns, twists, unexpected turns. Before I founded medIQ, and that too was nothing less than a miracle, because it was because of an accident actually in which I survived, and that was a miracle. I was on bed paralyzed for about 10 months. And during that 10 months, I think there I focused more on the inefficiencies of the healthcare system.
Yeah.
And it said that you have the best thoughts when you're lying flat. So I was lying flat for months and months, and there I realized that if we can have technology in addition to the numbers and the health service delivery, we can have better outcomes and better healthcare system. And we
Yeah.
came up with the idea of medIQ.
Well, ma'am, your contributions to enhancing the healthcare ecosystem are commendable beyond words. With over 2 decades of experience as a seasoned public healthcare expert, a trained health economist, and a social entrepreneur, your efforts to provide on demand healthcare delivery to customers and companies are beyond amazing. Dr. Saira, please give us an insight into how you feel looking back at the success that you've attained and how crucial it is for someone in your position to be able to give back to the community.
When I look back, I think I realized that I wish I started my startup much earlier in my life rather than waiting for 2 decades. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I realized that, I may not be the typical founder, a college dropout who suddenly invented something new because and became famous, because healthcare is a very sensitive field. So
Yeah.
for me, giving back to the society is about using my experience as a health economist, as a public health professional, and making the difference in the way the healthcare is currently working in Pakistan, and make it much more efficient. And actually, reverse the way the healthcare is working. For me, it's not about people getting the right care at hospital. It's about,
Yeah.
for me, it's about that people should stay away from the hospitals because the healthcare system is so good that it keeps the people healthy, and the focus is more on the preventive side. So yeah, it's about changing the way the healthcare is delivered in Pakistan and making sure that it's delivered in an efficient way and people are more healthier and more productive.
Well, Dr. Saira, there seems to be a lot of talent emerging from the Pakistani IT sector. I'm sure you're well aware of the significant contributions by Park Launch in providing an opportunity to bridge the gap between startups and investors at the Unconference 23. What would you like to say about this amazing initiative by Park Launch? And in your opinion, do you think there is ample room for growth in the Pakistani tech industry?
Well, I think Pakistan still is an untapped market when it comes to IT. There's a huge potential. We recently saw the increase in the tech startups in Pakistan,
Yeah,
and we hope and I wish as well that the momentum continues. And if you talk about Park Launch, I think Park Launch is very close to my heart. Reason being that I think this is the only forum in Pakistan which is connecting Pakistani talent across the globe. And the
yeah,
reason why it's close to my heart because I made my first pitch to investors on this platform. And we got our first check from the investors from this platform as well. So it not only helped me in fundraising, it also helped me in tweaking my fundraising strategy to ensure that we were able to close our round of seed stage funding and make sure that we are connected to the right people. And we also have access to the diaspora who can further help me in growing my business.
we see that there are many businesses striving to reach the top of the ladder. Although these businesses have growth potential, they go astray due to negligence to some degree. Is there a word of advice that you would like to bestow upon them that would prove to be helpful for them?
Yes, we do see a lot of startups coming up, and but yeah, but being running a startup and or being a founder is quite a difficult task. It's a very lonely journey in which
Yeah,
in this journey you have multiple times you have to pass through the valleys of despair in which you are very alone. So
yeah,
having the right smart people around you who can give you the mental strength or the advice to go through the journey, to go through that difficult time is very important. And sometimes you see the moments of happiness and then despair multiple times in the same day. It's not about a day or a month or a year. It's like ups and downs within a day happening almost every day in the life of a startup founder. But at the same time, I think it's also about being focused and what you want to achieve.
yeah,
Because people many a times ask this question: Do you have what it takes? It
yeah,
would take you a lot of hustle to be there. And then I question this thing that okay, what is hustle, and why there is hustle all the time? You
yeah,
hustle because you want to achieve it, but what is that it, and
yeah,
what it means to you? So for me, that it is my personal success, and how do I measure my personal success? So the moment you stop comparing yourself with the other founders, you will realize that what exactly is what you want, and don't measure yourself against the ruler of others. Measure
yeah,
against what you want to achieve, what is your vision, how do you want to take the business forward, what's the impact which you want to see. And once you have decided that and you are sticking to it and making sure that your it is actually measured and you make sure that the it is achieved, you will be a successful founder and you'll grow your business and you'll take it to the heights of or the top of the industry. And I think one more advice to the founders would be that sell your vision.
yeah,
Because you're really, when you start, initially you're not joined by a team. You have to do multiple things yourself. But if you're able to sell your vision to the people around you, to the investors, to your family, you'll see that a lot of people will be joining you in that journey. So it's important to set your vision so that other people also own it and join you as passionately for your business as you are for your business.
Well, Dr. Saira, thank you so much for these valuable insights into your life and your achievements. This has truly been an insightful voyage. I'm certain that the suggestions you put forth will certainly be acting as a guiding light for prospective market entrants and for us. Looking forward to see you at the Unconference 2023.